Well, it finally happened. We officially witnessed the grossest thing we have ever seen on a cruise ship. Hey everybody, what is up? My name is Jordan and this is JJ Cruise. Thank you so much for clicking into the video today. I just want to give a little bit of a trigger warning. What I am going to talk about today is so vile, so disgusting, and so unsettling that it might just turn your stomach. If you easily get grossed out by stories, it might not be the video for you. But this video is part story time and part PSA about germs on cruise ships. Cruise ships get a really bad rap for being gross, for having a lot of germs, for not being clean. The media loves to take stories about outbreaks, norovirus, when the pandemic was happening, talking about all of the things that cause people or should cause people to not want to cruise. And so this video is to help spread the word, to break the stigma that is out there about cruises and germs. Unfortunately, the cruiser that I saw and that the story is about is not doing us any favors. Now, of course, before I go any further, I do just want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We are on our road to 50,000 subscribers, y'all. We are less than 4,000 away. Thank you so much to everyone that has subscribed. And if you haven't yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Before I jump into this story, I want to address something else that's going on cruise ships that has just been such a consistent issue ever since the restart of cruising in 2021. And frankly, I think it was probably an issue before this. However, maybe I just didn't notice it. Maybe I wasn't as focused on germs and washing hands. But if you know somebody who uses the male restroom, and you love this person, and you love yourself, then whenever they come out of the bathroom, you need to look them square in the eyes and you need to say, "Did you wash your hands?" And if they didn't, or if they say no, you send them right back into the bathroom and you make them wash their hands. Because folks, we just spent 2 weeks on the Celebrity Beyond, and let me just tell you, I saw so many men in the men's restroom not wash their hands. They would walk from the urinal and walk right out the door, or they would even walk from the stall and walk out the door. I saw it multiple times. And no, before you ask in the comments, these stalls didn't have sinks. This is so gross. And unfortunately, it's not as gross as the other thing that we saw that I'm about to talk about. But I feel like I'm going to just start making this channel about washing your hands after you use the bathroom, and women asking your husband if they've washed their hands after they use the bathroom, because y'all have some bad behavior out there, and I don't get it. If this was just a one-off situation, I would brush it off, but it is so consistent. I have seen more men walk out of bathrooms on cruise ships without washing their hands than I have seen men washing their hands. What does that say? That says that most of the men that you are spending your time on cruise ships with are not washing their hands after they use the bathroom. I don't get it. My mama didn't raise me that way. Frankly, I don't know whose mom did, but this is some really bad cruiser behavior that I just think we need to do better. Let's get into this story. And unfortunately, this story also took place on the Celebrity Beyond. And it's so funny because different cruise lines get such a bad rap for being like dirtier than others or grosser. And the Celebrity Beyond is our favorite cruise ship for us. It is a premium cruise. It is a beautiful ship. And it's such a great experience. If you haven't gone on the Beyond, highly recommend it. But this story takes place in the Celebrity Beyond casino. Jared and I were hanging out in the casino one night. We were playing one of our games, just sitting there, and we hear a man coughing behind us. It's not unusual for someone to maybe have a tickle in their throat and cough. But what happened next I would call, quite frankly, unusual. He was coughing and coughing and coughing, and then all of a sudden he started hacking, and you could tell that he hacked up a loogie. Is that the right way to... He just coughed up a bunch of stuff. I turn around and I proceed to see all of that stuff come out of his mouth and into his hand. And I thought that was really gross. But I was like, poor guy, that's embarrassing. The bathroom's just down the hall. I'm sure that's his next stop. Y'all, no, it wasn't. He did not go to the bathroom. He put his hands together and started rubbing them together, pulled them apart. You could see the stuff come off of his hands and between his hands, then reached in his pocket, pulled out a hand sanitizer, put a little drop of hand sanitizer on, and continued to wipe. And as he was rubbing his hands together, you could see the stuff that came out of his mouth and probably his lungs all over his hands. He then proceeded to sit down at a slot machine and start to hit the button. Now, good for him for thinking of using hand sanitizer, I guess. The scenario was not enough. The hand sanitizer, I should say, was not enough. And this is officially the grossest thing I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Why this man did this, I don't know. I do always want to give the benefit of the doubt. So maybe he thought that he didn't have stuff in his hands and he did the best that he could. But once again, we were maybe 50 feet from the bathroom in the hallway, and he could have run to the hallway and washed his hands really quick. Now I'm going to turn this on to you. What is the grossest thing that you have ever seen on a cruise ship? You never know when your story could land on a list or a YouTube video in the future, so drop in the comments, what is the most disgusting behavior you've seen in the cruise industry or in your cruising experience, your time spent on cruise ships? We want to hear about it. Also, am I being dramatic? Is this like the grossest thing that I've ever seen on a cruise ship? Or are you just like, Jordan, you're being ridiculous? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. If you're interested in booking your next cruise with us, head over to jjcruise.com. We also host group cruises. If you like cruising with other people, maybe you're a solo traveler and you want to hang out with an awesome group, check out our group cruises at jjcruise.com. Well, thank you so much, and until next time, see ya.